All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Super excited about today's
All right. Well, good
broadcast. Let's
afternoon,
see.
everyone. Super
Looks like we
excited
got an echo. Hang on just a
about
second.
today.
All right, there we go. I'm like, I can hear myself all across the board. All right, fantastic. All right, I'm off mute. All right, so hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Super excited to have you all here today. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so let's see. Let's make sure that you guys can ask questions below. Be sure to share. There should be share buttons above the presentation. Like it says tweet, it says Google share, LinkedIn share. Share this bad boy out. We're going to talk about how to build a six-figure business on a shoestring budget. And I'm just, I am so excited, and I don't know what else to say. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you have questions throughout the actual training, I got it, I got it, Curly. Thank you. Curly said there's an echo. So do me a favor. I'd love to know who's on with me. I know there's like a question box, but if you just type in your first name, your last name, I got the echo, and submit your question, it will automatically go to me. I can see it. I will check randomly throughout this presentation. And but I do like to say hello. I absolutely love to say hello. Okay, so just let me know who is out there and who's ready to learn how to build this team. I'm going to teach you how I was able to build a six-figure business with a shoestring budget. I ain't gonna lie, it's not easy, but it's possible. How about that? All right. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. All right, so listen. So again, my name is Dakisha Williams. Super excited about being here with you today. Hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. And so this is really for individuals that are really ready to actually start getting people on their team, not necessarily like full-time entrepreneurs, but you're ready to get people to help you. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like your name is in every organizational box for your organizational infrastructure. You feel like you are the chief of everything. If that is you, I want you to type your first name and last name and type me and submit the question so that I can know. That's how we're going to be able to communicate, so that I can know that I'm talking to somebody, right? I like to know that. Thank you. I'm glad that the echo is clear now. But I like to know that, I'm just not talking to myself. But trust me, if I were to talk to myself, I would not have a problem with that either. Okay. All right. So that's really who this is for. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Dakisha Williams. I am the #1 virtual COO. That means Chief Operation Officer for online business owners. Okay. And I basically help my agency level clients with their infrastructure, the 10 business systems that they are implementing in their business. Say, for an example, they are implementing their money systems, their sales systems, their marketing systems, okay? Communication systems. These things are so crucial to building a successful business. And so you have to have a process in order to implement the systems. And so I've been able to increase my clients' revenue by 200% in as little as 12 months. We've done it in 18 months. And so, I'm excited. This is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I am a mompreneur. I am a mother of two. My oldest is on the way to college, and my second is very active in football and basketball. Okay. I am a wine connoisseur, but I've never been to a winery. Don't judge me. Just hang out with me for a little bit. Okay. My clients tell me that our next retreat is going to be at a winery. I'm all about that. I can do that. I'm game for that. Okay. And then a lifestyle entrepreneur. Well, what does that mean? That means that I've been able to build my business where I am able to live the life that I so desire. Well, what does that mean? It means that I am in a position where I build my business around the life that I want to live. So like I said, I've got two kids who are, totally just super active. Okay. And what they do. And so it causes me to travel a lot with the different sports. And so I have to have a business that allows me to kind of pick up and go as necessary. So I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, right? And so listen, so you're in the right place if you are ready to own your role as CEO, right? If you're ready to walk in the role of the zone of genius, if you're ready to be that visionary in your business, if you are ready to be that creative individual in your business, you're in the right place. This is for you. I'm talking to you. Now, this is not for you. This ain't for you, as we would say. This is not for you if you're not willing to invest in your business, if you're not willing to do the work. And let me say the other one again. If you're not willing to invest in your business, so I asked, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to invest back in your business? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to invest back in your business? So over the next 45 to 60 minutes, we're going to talk about where your zone of genius, where you should spend most of your time in your business, where the visionary should be focusing their time and attention. Okay. And then we're going to talk about some of the core roles that are necessary in order to build a 6 and 7 figure business. How about that? Okay. I do have a couple of rules that I always like to kind of put out there. And those rules are, I like to have your full attention. Like, I'm here to give you some information that's going to help you in your business. And with that, we have a particular platform that we use. So answer, if you have any questions, ask those questions below. There should be a box below where you can type your first name and your last name. And if you have any questions, you can do so there. Okay. And then, I would highly recommend that you log off of all social media. I highly recommend that you log off all social media. And that way I can have your full attention. If you have any questions, we can answer those questions as we go through the particular training. All right, fantastic. Let's roll. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right, and so for you guys, if you stay to the end, I have a sweet gift. It's actually 10 key areas to outsource in your business, okay? Even though we're going to talk about the 4 core people that you need to have on your team, I got a free gift for you. And it's going to give you the 10 key areas to outsource in your business. Now you got to hang around to the end. How about that? All right, so let's roll. So one of the things that I tell you guys is when you're truly ready to scale, when you're truly ready to grow your business, the fastest way to grow, you have to learn to let go. I'll say it again, the fastest way to grow, you have to learn to let go. And I love the quote that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, I say build a team. But I'll say it again, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I say build a team, right? Write that one down. And that's what outsourcing is all about. Now, outsourcing, I've created the Outsourcing Mastery Program, and it is designed to help me and help other entrepreneurs that I work with to build a lifestyle business. And, at the end of the day, I'll share with you just a little bit. Why Wow. As I'm embarked on my 7 years of being a full-time entrepreneur, I remember the day that my daughter looked at me and she says, Mommy, do you realize you missed the first week of school 3 years in a row? And I said, no, not me. She says, no, Mommy. Do you realize that you've missed the first week of school 3 years in a row? Oh my goodness. Do you know how deep that just hurt me? Oh my goodness, right? And I'm like, wow, when you think about it, as a retail operations manager, right? We usually are preparing for the fourth quarter right around September. So I would always find myself traveling the first week in September. And here in Virginia, our kids go to school when? Freaking the first week of September. And so she may have had a point. Are you serious? She may have had a valid point. And so I remember 7 years ago, I turned in my pink slip. And I went on leave of absence. And I'm still on leave of absence. Hashtag longest leave ever. Hashtag longest leave ever. And so I pride myself to say that I'm able to be present with my kids. I make money from the comfort of my home and I don't have to cold call. Literally, and I kind of give you an example. I woke up this morning to a text message for 2 referrals from a previous client who wants to help them grow their business. And so, this is what this outsourcing has allowed me to do. And it's funny because my team is listening. They have been amazing with helping me promote, get the word out about today's broadcast, got the emails going out. Oh man. So, this is what it's all about. I would have never been able to, get as much done. I've been on, oh my goodness, I've been on 3 calls today in the middle of a launch, implementing, the team is implemented. Man, I'm just grateful and I'm just thankful. All right. So enough about me. Let me just go ahead and get into the content, right? So let's talk about a couple of things that people say. This is what they say, right? And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna go ahead and bust that right now. They say outsourcing is expensive. Well, guess what? It's more expensive if you do not outsource. Ouch! Holla if you hear me. Outsourcing is expensive. No, it's more expensive if you don't freaking outsource. Do you realize how much money you're leaving on the table? Do you realize how much money you're leaving on the table by continuously to work in your business and not on your business? That's the reason why you have that revenue roller coaster. That's the reason why you have the revenue ceiling, like the cap. And you keep wondering, why is it that I can't make any more money than what I'm currently making in my business? It's because you're keeping yourself stuck with the mindset that, man, I can't hire a team. It just costs entirely too much. Oh, but I love this one. Are you ready? Absolutely love this one. It's hard to train new team members. My team will tell you if it's something that I want them to do, 9 times out of 10, I have a video or I have a document, a training document already established, and we're still building some. Don't get it twisted. I'm not perfect, right? We still have some growing, but perfect example. We have a text messaging platform, right? We have a text messaging platform that we use. Text messages were sent out to help increase the awareness about this particular training. And so this week, I sent over a training module and said, hey, I need you to watch this video, right? Watch this video, and here's the assignment. And we're going to talk about this as well. We're going to talk about this in just a second about how important a process is when you're outsourcing. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they bring on a team. So it's not hard to train new team members, but you have to have a system and a process in place when you onboard them to actually get them trained. You can't just bring someone on board, but then you don't have a system that will actually educate them, train them on the way that you operate in your business. That's one of the biggest mistakes that we make as entrepreneurs. So you have to have a process, okay? You have to have a process. And then, oh, listen, they steal your information. No, they don't. Like, come on. And this is kind of like dating. A lot of times we bring baggage into relationships, and I am not a relationship expert. However, oftentimes we bring baggage into relationships, and the same baggage that we bring into personal relationships, we bring them into professional relationships. So we have security systems and technology set up where only internal access is allowed for certain information. And so if you don't have a solid infrastructure, then yeah, you're going to feel like they're downloading your stuff and they're putting your information, on their computers. But you got to get past yourself. You got to get past the trust factors that you have in your business. Okay. That's the only way that you're going to actually grow, build a team, and be able to be productive. Okay. All right. So step number 1, where should you truly be focusing your attention? This is truly how you are going to grow your business. Like, where should Nikisha, like, what should I really be doing? Like, I feel like I'm doing everything. I'm making calls, I'm sending emails, I'm writing blogs, I'm on the radio, I'm on the podcast, I'm doing webinars. Like, girl, help me out. So let me walk you through 3 things that I do every single day in my business, right? And I mean, today is no different. And we're in the middle of, a launch. We're in the middle of a training. Like, we're in the middle of facilitating another class that started last month. We're in the middle of servicing clients. And that's one of the first things that I pride myself on doing every single day is servicing my clients, right? As the virtual COO, we have deliverables. Well, what does that mean? That means that we actually provide our clients with deliverables, whether it's implementing a task, implementing a project, setting something up. We have deliverables, documents, procedures, and things that we have to provide to our client. And so therefore, this is something that we do daily, especially whether it's for our inner circle members, whether it's for our mentorship members, whether it's for our class member, like the WSB class, the Webinar Success Blueprint class, whether it's for our virtual COO clients. As you can see, we have a lot of things going on in the business. So there's a lot of moving elements, moving facets of the business. Like, just to hear me talk about it makes my head spin. But to know that, Christine is listening, and Christine has my back, and Lynn has my back, and to know that Nisa has my back and Ann has my back. Like, listen, I told them earlier this week, listen, you guys are the backbone to Visions Enterprise, also known as Visions Consulting. Absolutely adore them and love them. But it also allows me to focus my energy on getting more clients. Like I said, I've been on the phone pretty much since the morning show this morning. I've been on the phone since 7:45, okay? All right. So client service. Also, another thing that we do is learn something new every single day, especially on Thursdays. On Thursdays in my company is Training Thursdays. Everyone is challenged to learn something new, some type of technology, some new process, some new system, some new implementation. What are you learning in your business to help you keep yourself ahead of the competition? No, I'm serious. That was a question. I actually want you to answer it. Okay. So number 3 is create new content. And actually, I was just having a conversation this morning where we are repurposing content. So even when we go live, when we do webinars, when we do the daily cash conversation, all of that is a process of creating content, because that information can be repurposed again, and again, okay? So those are the 3 areas where you should be focusing your time and attention on a daily basis. I will repeat those for you. Client service, so servicing your client, learning something new, and creating new content. So now let's shift a little bit. So since you know what you should be doing in your business, right? Who's going to help you get the things done in your business? So as I started to build my business, even though I've been in business for a little over 7 years, as I started to build my business, I started to bring on some core team members. We're up to about, I just named 4. So I think we're up to about 8 or 9, and it depends on the project that we're working on when they actually come, when they actually are billed. So they're not like on a weekly payroll unless they're working on a project. I think we only have probably 4. Voila, we have 4. No, 5, 6, 5. I'd say on average of 5 right now that are on a weekly consistent payroll, okay? And so we're going to talk about the 4 core members that you should have on your team. So the first person I'm going to say is your tech person. And you should have someone that is setting up squeeze pages for you, setting up the automation of text messaging systems. They should be knowledgeable in the area of your CRM. Oftentimes when you're in the online space, whether you're in the coaching, consulting, speaking space, if you have programs or services that you offer on a consistent basis, a lot of times you're going to use one of the 5 pillars. And the 5 pillars is the profit blueprint. This is what I teach in order to build a profitable business. But one of the 5 pillars is prospecting. And so when you're prospecting, you're identifying individuals who want to work with you. When you're prospecting, one of the things that you need is a landing page or a squeeze page or a opt-in page. We call it a squeeze page. What does that mean? That means that you have a page where people go to where they enter in their information, their first name, their last name, right? Well, who's setting that up? Right now, it's probably you. Now, is that the highest and best use of your time? Probably not. You could be on the phone having sales conversation and collecting credit cards. Like, yeah, okay. And so that's why having a tech person is it's non-negotiable at the rate that companies are growing and the opportunities are out there. It's non-negotiable for you to have a tech person. The second person that you should have is a support person. And I absolutely love my support staffers. And one of my individuals that are support, they actually keep me relevant online. Absolutely freaking adore them. And they're so good that I actually like my own posts when they post on social media for me. But they keep me relevant on the top 3 platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, okay? And so that's one less thing that I have to worry about. And they also help with content marketing, making sure that content is always going out on the behalf of the company. So having a support team, this could be your social media person, this could be your executive assistant. They can actually have some technical skills to them. If you can get you a VA or EA that have technical skills, oh man, winning. Can you type #winning, right? So the next person that you need is your marketing. And the marketing person is going to be the person that helps you show up online. This is the person that helps you with your brand, staying relevant online, showing up like the boss that you are online. Like, we actually have 4 graphics designers on our team, and they continuously help me to show up like a boss online. They help me show up like a boss when I set up as, maybe a vendor at an event. But your marketing team is going to be the one who keeps the brand relevant. So not just you, because you are the brand, but keeps the brand relevant and showing up online like a boss. Any questions so far about any of the core team members that you should have when you build your business online? Give you just a second if you guys have any questions. Because the last particular person that you need to have, if you make over $75,000 in business, I'll say this again. If you make over $75,000 in business, you should have a virtual COO. Well, what is a virtual COO? A virtual COO is someone that helps you actually with your day-to-day operations. And here's what I've learned and I love. When you become a CEO and you actually build a business, you are actually the visionary in that business. So someone has to actually help with the operations. And, I just gave you, like 3 people, and you might have multiple in those categories. So someone has to help you oversee the systems. And remember earlier, we talked about sales systems. We talked about communication systems, your delivery systems. And I actually do a training where we actually talk about the 10 systems in the business that you should have set up. And so your virtual COO is responsible for helping you oversee the projects that you have in your company and oversee the operational infrastructure that you have in your company. And if you don't have one, the virtual COO is going to help you put it in place, the processes and the procedures, okay, to put them in place. And so this is where I kind of touched on just a little bit earlier. So I like to spend some time here. And if you participated in the outsourcing journey, this was one of the trainings that I did that day, and how a process can save you time and money. And this is why this is so freaking important. One of the biggest concerns that I've heard, or objections that I've heard from individuals who are looking to like build their business or build a team, when I ask them, why haven't you hired anyone? Like, why are you still working in your business as a solopreneur? Like, when are you going to invest back in your business so that you can operate in your zone of genius? Like, these are the conversations that I have on a daily basis. And so one of the number one things is money. Like, I don't have enough money to invest back in my business. Well, let me tell you a quick story. I worked in retail operations for over 23 years. I was a district manager, a store manager, assistant manager, whatever manager there was, 9 times out of 10 I was. But when I turned in my pink slip, I was a district manager for 13 stores over 5 states, okay? I was always in the airport. I'm telling you, Hartsfield International Airport, which is the hub for Delta in Atlanta, I literally was getting mail there. Lie to you not. Can't make it up if I tried, right? But every day before I would go to my store, I'd always go to Starbucks. And so, of course, depending on where you are, it depends on the price of Starbucks. But it's funny because I always order the same thing. And even if I go to this day, I'm still going to order the same thing. Can anybody tell me what I order? Can anybody tell me what Dakisha orders from Starbucks, right? So if you don't know, I will always order a grande extra caramel macchiato. Oh, what? A grande caramel, extra caramel macchiato. Yep, that's what it was. And so I would always have the lemon pound cake as well, right? A lemon pound cake. So a grande extra caramel macchiato costs about $5. Pound cake costs about $3. This is $8 a day. Now, I work 5 days a week. I ain't working no weekends. Nice, no district manager. So you're looking at about $40 a week that I spent on coffee, y'all. Coffee. And so you look at, if I do this every single day in my business, that's $160 a month on coffee. So you mean to tell me if I buy my $6.99 Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm looking at right now, I mean, I've already had my coffee for the day, but if I actually buy $6.99 of coffee instead of going and spending $160, what? Oh my goodness. I can invest in my first team member. And that's exactly what I did. And so I took that money and I invested in my first team member. And so, outsourcing is a gradual process. And I don't want you to think that I'm going to tell you, you need to go out here and hire 4 people at one time. Absolutely not, because that's not the way that I did it. I gradually started to build my team, okay, based on the areas where I knew that I needed help in my team. And so what are you willing to sacrifice in order to invest back in your business? I ain't gonna say I gave up coffee. I gave up Starbucks. All right. I gave up Starbucks. Don't get it twisted. But and then the next thing is the process. Because one of the next biggest objections is, I don't have time to train them. I don't have time to train them. Are you freaking kidding me? And maybe it was different for me because I was a district manager or because I've been in management. So a lot of what I've done over the 23 years is actually onboard new team members every freaking day. It got to the point where I would hire associates in my locations, and I would fly one of my store managers out there to train. Like, I trained her on how I wanted my team members to be trained. Like, y'all getting this? I trained her on how I wanted her to go out and train. So that meant that I no longer had to travel because I was always traveling. Now, I booked them a flight and they gone. Now, this is when the company was getting it. We had a corporate car. Anyway, they were getting it, right? So they were flying. They weren't flying no first class, y'all, but they were flying. And so I was delegating that piece where I didn't have to do it. And that's how I want you to process. That's how I want you to think about it. Who can you invest some time in initially to understand what it is that you do in your business and get that person to start training other team members? Come on, y'all. You got to work smart, not hard, right? You got to work smarter and not harder. So here's where I started to develop. I started to develop videos, right? I started to develop written processes, because one of the biggest mistakes that I find that we make as entrepreneurs is that we bring somebody on board, whether they have the skill set or we train to that skill set. We give them the responsibilities, or we give them the tasks that we expect for them to do. And we say, okay, I'll give you a prime example. Christine sent out text messages for the webinar, right? So if I would have said, okay, Christine, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to send out 6 text messages. She says, great. She's going to come back to me and say, how, Dakisha? This is where you're dropping the ball. This is why you're struggling, right? If you actually just created a training, right? A training site where most of the common steps or processes that you do in your business are housed in this training site, you can have the same conversation. All right, so Christine, I tell you what, on Thursday, I'm going to need you to send out these 3 text messages. Today, here's the video on how to do it. I want you to watch this video. And if you have any questions, I want you to come back to me. As a matter of fact, here's a written process. Oops, did you just say an SOP? The Standard Operation Procedures Guide on how to do the exact same steps, right? Here's how you implement, because I'm visual. I'm kinesthetic. I got to have my hands on. So give me a video so I can walk through step by step. I ain't necessarily going to read, but there's also some people that like to have it printed out and see, okay, click here, click here, click here. That's why it's so super important to have a process in place that will save you time and save you money. I'll repeat that again. That's why it's so important to have a process in place when you're onboarding your team, so that it will save you time and it will save you money. So let's talk about why you're here and under the sound of my voice, because 9 times out of 10, no, let me rephrase that. 10 times out of 10, you're not sure of where to start with outsourcing. You're not even sure how to get quality people for your team. And I'll add number 3. It's not on the slide, but I'll add number 3. You're not sure how to train them even when you hire them, so they don't even stay with you long. And that's because you're not investing in your team. But guess what? I got something for you, right? This has become the number one way that I've replaced myself in the company. And let me share with you. This is one of my 90-day goals. My 90-day goal is to replace myself in the company, right? So I replaced myself from other elements of the company. We have some revenue generating departments in the company that I don't even touch. I might approve some items before they're delivered to the client, but I have taught the team how to work specifically on this task that can generate well over, I'd say $25,000 for the company all by itself without me touching it, right? So that's a $25,000 revenue stream all by itself and I don't have to touch it. $25,000 revenue stream all by itself and I don't have to touch it, right? Does that help with payroll? Absolutely. No labor for me, okay? So that's just one element of where I replace myself. The ultimate element is to replace myself on the agency side. So when it's time to travel with my daughter, I'll be flying out from Friday to Saturday, maybe Friday to Sunday. So I'm literally going to be working a 4-day work week. I'll say that again. I'm literally going to be working a 4-day work week, and probably the goal is to make more money doing so. And that's because I built a team and we're expanding. So I've built a team to take on a lot of the, heavy lifting. So all I'm doing is like I did earlier today, have sales conversations. What I've done this week, have sales conversation. I mean, how many of you under the sound of my voice would love to have sales conversations on a daily basis? I mean, how many of you would love to have sales conversations in your business on a daily basis? Like, I mean, if you're not having sales conversation, what are you getting business for? I'm just asking real quick. I just want to know real quick, right? Hey, Coach. Hey, Felicia. So shout out to you. I know you would hire some individuals in your business. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Any questions so far? I see we got a couple of people on. Y'all being shy. Don't want to let me know y'all on here, but I can see that you are hanging out with me. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. All right. So guess what? Outsourcing can be used any type of industry that you work in. I mean, speakers, authors, consultants, coaches, all of you guys can benefit from creating a team and building a team. So I'd love to see, by putting your first name, last name, you can just type me, like if that's your, type it as a question and comment below. Type me if you are ready to actually build a team. I'd love to see if, who's on here that's truly and serious. Like, I want to know who's serious about building a team. Like, this ain't, building a team is nothing to be played with. Okay, so building a team is nothing to be played with. All right, so what's next? What's next, Dakisha? You told me what I should be doing in business. Are you going to help me get it done? Like, you're going to show me the steps on are you going to show me the steps on what it is that I need to do in order to get it done? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? They call me the outsourcing queen. I go by the virtual COO. I don't know about y'all. I go by the virtual COO, but they call me the outsourcing queen as well. I see Felicia and snuck on in the back door. Hey, girlfriend. All right. So, I mean, some of you are going to go out and try to, find staff members on your own. And hopefully you can use some of the strategies and some of the tips that I've shared with you in order to do so in your business. That's what this is for. Like, I don't do challenges and go live just to hear myself talk. I'm hoping that you use this information and implement it in your own business. Okay. And some of you are like, look, you know what? I've been there and I've done that. And some of you, a lot of times they say that you attract people that are just like you, right? You attract people that are just like you. And I believe that. I attract people that, look, they say, show me the system, show me what I need to do, and let's get her done. And to me, that's just the easy way of doing it. So today we are actually opening up a new course, Outsourcing Mastery. It's not the first time I'm teaching it, but we've actually revamped the course, Outsourcing Mastery. We're going to call it 2.0, right? And so it's actually 4 modules, and we're going to show you where to find qualified leads for your team. And this is a program where I'm actually going to walk you through what systems, and we'll talk about systems, and systems and you should have in your business. But I'm going to show you exactly where. Listen, you all get to pull the curtain from behind my company this time. Lord Jesus, what am I getting myself into? No, actually, I love it. But I'm going to show you exactly where I get my qualified leads for my team. I'm going to show you how to vet them. I'm going to show you what process we take them through in order to get great team members. I'm going to show you where I found Ann, Christine, Lynn, all my babies, right? Because they're my family. They are my family. And then module number 2, or week number 2, not necessarily week number 2, I'm going to say module number 2, I'm going to actually show you how to train your core staff. We're going to show you strategies to implement in your business to train your core staff. Now, let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to slow down in order to speed up. Sometimes you got to slow down in order to speed up. Like, if you really want to take your business to the next level, Like if you're serious about hitting that 6 or 7 figure mark in your business, you got to build a team. Had a conversation with a phenomenal person today. And they have a phenomenal element on one side of the house, but they're not building their personal brand side of their company. And that's because it's only them on that side of the business. So that business is standing still, right? So we talked about today on how we're going to build that side of the business so they can make that side of the business a multiple 6-figure side of the business. All right. And so then by the time you get through this program, not only will you hire your first team member, some of y'all are go-getters. Y'all gonna be on team member number 2 or 3, right? Because in order to hire a team member, you have to generate the revenue to be able to hire, okay? So, and I don't know about you, but I'm a numbers girl. And I pay attention to my expenses, which is why we went from 11 to 9 or 11 to 7 or what did I say? Yeah, 11 to 7, then 7 to 9 or 7 to 5 people on our team. And so we just use them based on a project basis. And so, and you can do the same thing. We'll help you find whatever position. I know some of you were in the challenge stated that you needed someone to help as a brand ambassador, someone to help as a VA, someone to help as executive assistant, someone to help stay relevant. Like you can hire that person. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be full-time in your business, right? And you can kind of set the expectation, and we're going to help you. We're going to help you put together the job posting, put together the expectation. We're going to show you what system to use based on the talent that you want to hire in your business. And so then we're going to do the systems to manage a virtual team. This is the best part. Did I just sing? And let me tell you why this is the best part. Because I can communicate with my team from anywhere, right? As long as I have either my cell phone or Wi-Fi, for those of you all don't know. As long as I have my cell phone or Wi-Fi, I can communicate with my team, and I can send documents to the team from my phone. As long as I have my phone, y'all, I run a 6-figure business from my telephone. That's like a conference call. That's another webinar. Anyway, so module number 4 are the systems that we use to manage a virtual team. Like I'm getting ready to show you all the good stuff, right? So here's the modules. Here's a visual look at the modules, where to find the qualified leads for team members, strategies to train your core staff, and you can go to theoutsourcingmastery.com, theoutsourcingmastery.com, and there is 2 options, and your girl hooked you up, okay? So I gave you 2 payment plans. How about that? Go to theoutsourcingmastery.com. So you can click on another window. I'm giving you permission to click on another window, listen to my voice, right? But go to theoutsourcingmastery.com, and you can we have a VIP level, and I'll just walk you through that in just a second, right? You can take our intro level, and the payments are broken down into 6 payments. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like you can't beat it. You'll see the bonuses on the page as well. Theoutsourcingmastery.com. I'll say that again, theoutsourcingmastery.com. And yes, I mean, I'm giving away some amazing bonuses. I'm getting ready to go over them as well. Show you how fancy we are. Ha, 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 ha. There you go. Can you see that? The outsourcingmastery.com. Yeah. All right. So here's a couple of bonuses. Okay. So if you guys join today, if you decide to work with me today, regardless whether you come on board at the intro level, regardless whether you come on at the VIP level, I'm going to give you access to our virtual training platform. So I'm going to give your team access to the training modules that are already created for my team to help you build your team. And so it's going to make your training so much freaking easier, like so much easier, because the training modules are already done. All right. You can't beat that. The other bonus is I have a program where I actually teach how to use 5 platforms to find qualified leads. I'm going to give that to you. For those of you all that decide that, you know what, I'm tired of trying to do this on my own. Let me just work with Keisha. Let me work with Keisha. Let me go through this program. And I just need to find out. Just tell me what it is that I need to do. All right. Walk me through what I need to do. Prepare myself to build my team. And I'm going to do that to you. All right. And then we're going to go through, and I'm actually going to walk you through the software to managing a virtual team. Every virtual team should have a project management system. I'll repeat myself. Every online company should have a project management system. All right. And so we're gonna show you the software to managing a virtual team. We're going to show you how to use it. We're going to show you how to set your team up when you hire your first team. Whoop, whoop. All right. So here's the bonuses again. You get access to 5 platforms to find qualified leads, 5 platforms to find qualified leads. All right. Backwards. I got a little backwards. Access to our live virtual training portal. And I tell you what, I'll throw this in as well. You'll actually get the SOPs that go along with them. How about that? You can't beat that. I'll throw in the SOPs that go along with it, so then you don't have to do it if you decide that you want to go ahead and work with me in building your team today. All right, I'm going to do that for you. So let me write that down so I'll remember that we're going to offer our current SOPs to our outsourcing mastery clients. Because sometimes I be giving stuff away and I forget that I'm just kidding. All right, and then the software to manage our virtual team. We're going to show you how to manage your team from the comfort of your own home. Some of you are looking to shift from a 9 to 5. So guess what? Ooh, I shouldn't say this because this is recorded. I'm going to show you how to run your business on your lunch break. I like that. That's the politically correct way of saying, I'm going to show you how to run your business on your lunch break. Even your 15-minute break. Come on, y'all. You can't beat that. I love that. I like that. I'm going to have to write that one down. Somebody write that one down for me, right? All right. So again, here's the bonuses, our virtual training portal, the actual 5 platforms that I've used to find qualified leads. I'm actually going to help you vet them. All right. I'm going to help you vet them, help you with the interviews, all that good stuff. All right. Now, for our VIP, our team is going to find the qualified leads for you. Our team is going to interview, hire, recruit, vet for you. Our team is going to train your core staff, right? We're gonna train them for you. We're gonna take everybody through a training program, and then we're gonna hire. We are literally going to deliver a freaking team to you. Where have you ever seen that before? Nowhere. That's our Outsourcing Mastery VIP program, okay? And then we're actually going to set up your communication systems with your team, your project management system with your team, and the other systems that you need to manage a virtual team. I mean, you can't beat that. Go to theoutsourcingmastery.com, theoutsourcingmastery.com. I'm going to look and see if there are any questions out there. I'm going to look and see the outsourcingmastery.com. Click that link below the bottom of the presentation. Take a look at what level you guys are interested in coming on board. Let me see if there's any questions out there. Whoop, whoop. Good Lord Jesus. Let me see. Hey, Alphaneto. Yes, outsourcing is the key. Don't try to do it all by yourself. Yes. Hey, Felicia. Me. I need more people. You saw my goals. Listen, you better come on. Inner Circle, y'all get a discount. Any Inner Circle members, you guys get a discount. Will there be a replay? Yes. I will have my team send out the replay link for you. So let me know. And listen, I tell you what, if you say, you know what, Dakisha, I don't even want to learn how to do it. Don't just do it. Just do it, right? That's the VIP. And that's your opportunity to work with me. I am the virtual COO. I've worked with Delator McNeil. I've worked with Peak Performance Institute. I've worked with Pam Perry, the PR coach. Who else have I worked with? I worked with Rashida Mendez. I'll actually, I'm going to post out in the outsourcing journey. We'll email it to you guys, some of the people that I've worked with, just so you can know that, some of you all are like, who's this chick? Like, who is she? Who is this Dakisha? Like, so you're not working with some bum. I don't know what better way to say it. It's not like I'm introducing you to a bum, okay? But I'm super excited. I hope that you take this opportunity to join me. Hey, Thomas, please send the replay link. Yes, great information that was included. I would definitely invite you to join me in the Outsourcing Mastery. Go to theoutsourcingmastery.com. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to learn. I just want to be the I just want to be the talent. Trust me, listen. That's where I am right now in my business. I'm just at the point where, I just want to be a blessing. Like, I just want to change my life. And I think in a video I did this week, I said, I'll change your life in 15 minutes if you let me. I'll change your life in 15 minutes if you let me. But I can't do that on a consistent basis if I find myself consistently trying to learn like every newest thing that comes out, or if I'm trying to learn, if I'm just trying to do everything in my business. And, I don't want that for you guys. Like, it wasn't until I started to outsource in my business that the revenue in my business started to increase. Like that. I mean, I'm just being very, very honest for you. Felicia, you're in the inner circle. You can tell them, you've probably seen some of the growth in the last maybe just 6 months. And so it's all about the fact that I wasn't afraid to invest back in my company. And I've made some large investments. Like in the fourth quarter, it was a minimum of $3,000 in the fourth quarter. All right. And even in the first quarter of this year, it's probably been more like, just in the first quarter, probably $5,000. And so I have no problem investing back in my business because I make it back twofold. Okay. And so I'm saying that to you to say to you, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to invest back in your business? So go to theoutsourcingmastery.com. Find me on Facebook. My name is Dakisha Williams, your virtual COO. If you have questions, and it's plenty of you on here. A lot of you are not commenting. I will say that. It's plenty of you on here. A lot of you are not commenting. It's all good. I still love you. So I'm going to tell you this. And I have a free gift if you didn't stay around. Do me a favor. You send me a message. All right. Say, Dakisha, look, I really want to do this. Because here's what I found out. A lot of people won't say anything live. I've been doing this for a very long time. So I'm inviting you now to reach out to me on social media. You can find me, Dakisha Williams. Send me a message and say, hey, Dakisha, I'm really interested in, working with you. And, I just want to, I have some questions. I'm that type of person. I'm willing to have that conversation with you because at the end of the day, in order for you to grow, you got to learn to let go. So go over to theoutsourcingmastery.com, sign up. Class starts in the next 2 weeks. We'll be launching our first session on building your team. My name is Dakisha Williams, your virtual COO. I really appreciate you guys hanging around to the end. Your free gift, the 10 keys. You ready? The 10 key areas to outsourcing your business. The 10 key areas to outsourcing your business. I want you to text the word outsource. Text the word outsource. And Felicia, if you're still on, I want you to type it below so that, well, you know what? You might not, I think your question comes directly to me. So let me see. Free gift. Yes, I'm typing. Text outsource. Y'all help a sister out, right? All right, 804. I don't want to mess it up. 298-2846. 804-298. Remember that? 298-2846. Text the word outsource right now, and you will get access to the 10 key areas to outsourcing your business. So you should see it on the screen below. Y'all, I see y'all still hanging out with Keisha. Y'all hanging out with the virtual COO. So text the word outsource, 804-298-2846. Get your free resource, all right? You tired of working alone in business? Get the 10 key areas to outsourcing your business. If you find at least 3 areas on in that training or in that free resource, that I want you to come back to the outsourcingmastery.com and go ahead and register today and stop playing. All right. So that's my free gift to you. I hope you enjoyed the content. I'm signing off. This is your girl, Takesha Williams, your virtual COO. And I want you to be blessed, but number one, be profitable. Y'all have a good one.